It's the middle of the week, Wednesday here. We did an inspection today that I meant to do Monday. Monday turned into Tuesday. Tuesday turned into today. 2001 525i automatic Topaz Blue from Indianapolis, Indiana. Pretty quick inspection, and I love inspecting cars that have been well cared for and carefully driven and responsibly owned and garage kept. You know, everything that's wrong with the car triggers a sentence or a paragraph. So when that only turns into 70 instead of 4,000, it saves a lot of time. And that was the experience today. So this is an '01 with 120 some thousand miles. The pork chops are still intact. All the fender liners are fine. The belly pan is undamaged with all fasteners. Just like all that underbody stuff is fine. They haven't driven it over parking pylons and downstairs and over railroad tracks, but not at the crossing. I mean, just a car that's, you know, been driven by an adult with 80 brain cells or more. That sounds brutal, but I mean, most of these cars, the whole undersides are completely ripped off of them. There's fender liners missing, the pork chops are gone. I would never do that with my own car, but most of these have been through that. So today was pretty expedient. Got that done and edited and sent off to the customer. He's already responded with a massive email with notes and questions and directions on how to write an estimate. So good progress there. That's going to take a good part of tomorrow. Moving on to another inspection tomorrow. I've got like 6 lined up right now that are due Friday. It's not going to happen. There's just not enough manpower. But tomorrow is a titanium gray. That's the 530. I didn't know what color it was. We looked under the hood yesterday. Titanium gray. Not to be confused with titanium silver, which of course represents about 60% of BMWs for some reason. Titanium gray looks almost like a cross between slate green and anthracite metallic. It's a beautiful color. May have been '02, '03 only, and obviously a very, very, very low take rate. So cool to see that. That car is in pretty damn good shape, but not like the Topaz 525 we did today. Anyways, came home from work, in and out, quick night. And then we kept working on the tree. Tonight was the ribbon, and we spent about 2.5 hours on the ribbon, and 90 minutes of that was finding the ribbon. Couldn't find it in the shed, couldn't find it in the closet upstairs, couldn't find it down here in what we call the basement, which is really a closet under the staircase. Turns out it was up in the spare bedroom office room in a container inside another container under old blankets that I haven't looked at for like 2 years. So finally we found it, and a bunch of other ornaments and stuff, and brought that down. And I used to be artistic. I used to draw, I used to sketch. That part of my brain is long gone. It's all been replaced with science and torque specs and numbers and things. But I struggle with stuff like that, putting ribbon on a tree so it looks nice and not too organized, too computerized, too symmetrical, too perfect maybe. But that's done inside. All we've got to do now is the little glass balls and all the ornaments and all that shit. That will be tomorrow and over the weekend. And then it's just a matter of some little touches here in the beginning of December, and we're about done. I checked my watch to see what time it is. This Apple Watch is about cooked. It is at 50% by noon. It is dead by 7 p.m. And I used to go to bed and put it on the charger at 40%. It is a Series 6, right? 2020 Series 6, the larger size, whatever that is, 44 millimeters, 42. I don't really use it for much of anything. It's just on my wrist from 8 a.m. through 11 p.m. and it can't do that anymore. So now's not a good time to buy a new Apple Watch. I will try to limp through the next 10 months until the next one comes out and make an upgrade then. With that, I'm going to bed. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll talk then. Night.